Hey y'all. So I am in a zone of the property kind of near our fence line that we just refer to as kind of the hump. It's basically kind of a hump of lava rock. It's got a couple cracks in it that we've planted into. And then it goes down into kind of like the front yard area. It's all in need of a management. A lot of things are getting kind of overgrown. I think there is at least a lot of mulch in here. There are some pumpkins in here. And we want to open this up to get some more sunshine too. There are a few trees that would really appreciate it. So I'll show you around really quick and then we'll get into our work video. All right, so as you can see, just a lot of overgrowth around here. We've got just weedy grasses, and on top of that, the squash is kind of growing up. We've got this Malokia here that's starting to just kind of flop all over the place. This Trema here. These are just kind of our volunteer kind of weedy trees. Great mulch, but they do grow quickly and they do start to shade out some of our more target type species. So we are probably going to have to sacrifice a little bit of squash here. We do have some fruits getting started, but I'm thinking we'll probably find a number of fruits that we can go ahead and bring into the house. So we've got some growing on the fence here. And I will just go ahead and walk down and show you what else we've got going on in here. This Trema is breaking its own branches. These here are some bread nuts related to breadfruit, but they've got the seed in them that is edible. And we've got lots of kind of cane flop. It is pretty nice and cool in here, but we do need to open this up. Some of these trees are going to want a little more sunshine. This rollinia here seems to like to fruit itself nearly to death, fruit more than it can handle. All right, so we'll probably be, this has been cleaned up kind of recently, so we're probably not going to do so much work down here. But we do have this tithonia that's getting a little crazy and flopping back onto the hump there. We'll probably get this path opened up a little more. This here is a loquat, which loquats want sun, and this one is definitely getting shaded by quite a few trees here. So we're going to take those back. And also kind of manage this mess. We've got squash climbing our durian graft, our peach palm. We really just got to get that down and under control. This is just another quick before view of that zone. The lighting is not perfect. For the most part, this zone's kind of holding itself down. Most of the paths, they're opened up. But we do want to get into that back zone and let more light in. All right, so we're going to get to it and we will show you what the work looks like and then give you a little update afterwards. All right, our hump management is complete. Let's take a look and see what we did here. All right. So we'll just go ahead and pop in right over here, maybe. So first off, this moringa was pretty tall. It was actually tall enough, it was starting to kind of threaten the power lines right there. So we went ahead and cut it back. We'd like to start managing this area with our 6-foot ladder as opposed to our 12-foot, because the 12-foot is just a little hard to get around. So we did go ahead and manage that with our 6-foot. This rollinia we just kind of left alone. It's got quite a few fruits on it. This one seems to have some kind of issue, like I said before, where it just throws out a lot of fruit and then the plant seems to suffer from it. I don't know. Maybe we'll prune it all the way back next time. Further back next time. All right. Stepping back here, this avocado, this is one of the main reasons we wanted to get this area managed. We've got a few of these seedling avocados around that we think may be ready to throw out some flowers. So we wanted to give that as much of an opportunity as we could. So there's this one right here, and we do have another one kind of over there just beyond the rolinias. This one is a little bit younger, so it may not be quite as close, but we'll see what it does. And if it does not flower during flowering season, we'll probably just go ahead and prune it way back pretty hard. We went ahead and left this rollinia alone as well. It's got some fruit pretty high up there, so just kind of left it so it can finish off those fruits, and then we'll prune it a little harder. So we did have some ingas in here that we cut back pretty hard so we could get some sun on our loquat that's right over here. So we pruned these ingas right here. We pruned up these acacias, a couple of them, but we did leave a little bit up in the air there. The reason for that is we do have this little chompadek right here. I'm not quite sure if it's ready for full sun just yet, so we are going to go ahead and just leave that acacia over it. It's already got some kind of morning and afternoon protection, but that's going to be our midday. All right, and there were just a couple other ingas I'll point out that we managed. If you can see that one right there. And there was another one in that moringa area, and one right here with the vanilla vine on it. So we went ahead and managed all those so we can get them easily from our 6-foot ladder next time. Last management we did use the 12-foot, so they were a little taller. This loquat here now has all the sun it needs, hopefully. We did notice that it had kind of a main leader had actually been like girdled all the way around. So we went ahead and cut that off. It's already got some little sprouts down below. So we'll go ahead and let those grow in, and then we may clean up this cut a little bit more. It looks like there may be some kind of rot or something in there. That might be a stain from the saw. Not totally sure. All right, and coming around here, we did a little bit of cleanup on this other side here, but we are going to be managing that sometime soon. We have this big inga with all of this lilikoi on it just in the background there. So that's going to be a major management day to get some more sunshine in this zone, and that'll be a different video coming soon. We got a durian graft here that's going to get a little more sun, a peach palm. The squash was getting a little naughty, kind of climbing on those. We got that off for the most part. For all the part now. And so this is the lava hump itself. This is basically just a solid slab of rock. We do have right up there where there are a couple things planted. I'll get up there. There is a crack that we got some plants in there. But our management here was mostly just sickling it down. Spencer did come out with the weed whacker for a little bit, just to get some of the matted stuff down. But in here we do have a crown flower. Earlier we saw the monarchs already finding it after we uncovered it. This here's a jacaranda. We got an acerola. We topped this fig over here and went ahead and put a cutting there to see what'll happen. We got taro in here. Everything was kind of suffering from being basically smothered, but it should be happy now for a little while. And finally, our bread nuts. That is a breadfruit relative, but the purpose of it is more grown for the seeds as the source of nutrition as opposed to the flesh of the fruit. Right here we have a jaboticaba, and we did cut down quite a bit of malokia around it just to give it a little bit more space. That's been in the ground for, all we know is more than 6 years. It was here when we moved in, so might be 10 years before it fruits, might be just a couple, we'll see. And finally, I'll just go ahead and show you our harvest. We did find a few pumpkins around. Did have to sacrifice this little guy, but maybe we'll just eat that guy as a vegetable. And we did get a rollinia as well. All right, that was our lava hump management. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.